हेलो गाइस, कैसे हैं आप लोग। वेलकम बैक टू एंड्रॉइड स्टूडियो। वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। इन दिस वीडियो टुडे वी विल लर्न दैट this is a part 2 of our quiz programming video. In part 1 we have learned how to make a layout UI for our code. This is the UI for our code, and in this video we will define logic into this code. We will define logic. So let's start it without wasting any time. In this video I will explain you important lines and codes. You don't have to blindly copy it. You just have to write the same code as mine only once. Only once you have to write same code as mine, and then you should implement your own. You should understand why it is happening. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section. Let's start today's video. We will writing private let it var binding. We are using binding instead of find view by ID because there are many buttons, text, layout. So if we use find view by ID, it will our code will become messy. So therefore we are using binding. Binding is equal to activity main binding dot inflate layout inflator. It will give the whole screen, whole the UI screen. It will bind the whole UI screen from this. Now we will write set content view. You can also see, wait a minute, set content view. Here is view, set content view, and here we will write binding dot root. It will connect all our UI components with binding. It will connect all things. Now we will move to, wait a minute, now we will move to here, and we will write private wall questions is equal to array of, we will make an array of questions. We will make array of questions. Questions will be, for example, what is full form of APK in Android development. Spellings are wrong. In Android development. Our next question will be first programming language by Google. First programming language by Google was, this is our second question, and now we will write third question. For example, when C++ was introduced. When C++ was introduced. This is our array of 3 questions. Now we will write private wall options, and we will again make array, and this array will be of 2D array. 2D array means array inside array inside array. Array of, and we will write for example Android package kit. Spelling is wrong. Android package kit, Android performance kit, Android package kit, Android performance kit, and we will write Android post kit. Random options, we are writing a random options. Now here, and we will write again array of first programming language, and this is Fortran. Spelling is wrong. Fortran. Go, and I will write assembly. These are the few options. Now comma. Here again array of C++ was introduced in 1996, 1985. It should be string. And option 3, 2001. Here are our options array, and now we'll write correct option, private wall correct options is equal to array of, here we have to write indexes. So I think you know that index always starts from 0. So correct option for question number 1, the correct option is at index 0. Here we write 0. For second question, correct answer is at index 1, and same here 1. Now we have to define few things. Var current question, is equal to 0, and var score is equal to 0. Here are the all things we need to define about this. Now we should move below this, and we should write our main logic code. First we have to define colors, so we'll write fun, correct, option colors, correct, option color, and we should take the input of user input index. User will input index in integer form, where we will use when operation. When user input index is equal to 0, we will bind dot option 1 button dot set background color. We will set the background color of index 0 if when user will select option 0 index, meaning option 1 button, then we will set background color is equal to green. Color dot green. Same for 1 and 2. Here we write 2 and here we write 3. We will set background color to green. Here we will write wrong, function of wrong option color. Again user input index in form of integer, then at index 0 binding, sorry we forgot to write when expression, when here we define some property when user index is equal to 0, we will bind dot, we will bind option 1 button. Where is option 1 button? Dot set background color. We will set background color color. We should implement this one, Android graphics. Color dot red. Wrong option should display as red. Here 1, here 2, option 2, option 3 button, red. Now we will reset the option button. We will reset the option button because if we move from question 1 to question 2, the option button should be reset. It should not be red or green from what the user have selected option previously. Therefore we should reset the button color. So here we write fun reset button color. We will not, here user input is not required because we will not required here. Why you will require user input here? What will user will do? We should reset it automatically. So there is no when expression, no parameters. We should write 0, binding dot option 1 dot on dot set background color. फिर color dot we will use RGB. We will use RGB color. We will define RGB means red, green, blue. Red, we will define 40 of red, 40 of and 100 of tea. And now we will control D, option 2 button, option 3 button, and sorry guys, here we are. Now wait a minute. Now after reset button we should create what is called a show result function, a function that will show result, means a total score the user has obtained from our quiz. So let's write quickly fun show. I am telling you that you don't have to blindly copy paste it. You should understand why behind every question. Why? Or you can understand that by asking to ChatGPT or comment down your queries or questions below. I will help you to understand why. If you are not getting why or blindly copying my code, then I'm sorry, but you can't be a good programmer, because asking why is, if you're asking why, then you are growing. So let's come back to the topic. Fun show result, we will write toast dot make text, it will make text. Then we have to write this. You don't have to understand this why we write toast dot make text, because it is a basic function to see anything on our screen. Then we should write this. Here we write our what we want to show. We want to show your score. Your score is equal to $score, what we had defined previously, out of questions dot size, the size of questions. Here we get the marks, and again we have to toast because we have to show it for a longer time or a shorter time. Here we length dot short, length underscore long. I will choose long, and what we want this to do, what we want this should do, this should show. So here we write dot show function, so it should show on the screen. Now we write the important function, which is display function, and it is confusing to understand, but I will explain you in a simple way. Display question, here I display question. Now come back to topic. Now we'll write binding, because we will going to bind dot question text view dot text. What we want here, question text view dot text, what we want here, Let me show you where is question text view here. Here is the question text view dot text. What we want here? We want here question of current question. What is current question, which is as index 0? We want question of index 0 here, binding doc text view, and where it is present here, means we want question here. It is a correct logic, and if question is there, then we will also require its option. So we will also bind dot option 1 dot button dot text, and what we want there, we want option of current question. What is current question? It's option, and option of index 0, means we want option button. Where is our option button? Here is option 1 button, and we want that it text should be replaced by option of current question. What question is now displaying its option, and its first option, means a forten go at 0, which is present at index 0, and same to this binding dot option 2 button, option 3, and here write index 0, index 1, index 2, and here important, we should also reset the button color here only. Now another most important, it is known as check answer function. One, check answer. Here will require user input. I will write user input answer index of type integer. It is of type integer. For now, wall answer, wall correct answer. Now here we will store the correct answer of a current question. What question is displaying its correct answer? We will write correct option of current question. At correct answer, we are storing correct option of a current question. And now, if correct answer is equal to user input answer index, then score will increase. Then the score will increase, and we will set the background color as a green because answer is correct. So we will write correct option color, and where we want to implement this green color at user input index. Else means the answer is wrong. So we'll write wrong option color where at user input index, user input answer index, and we implement green color, correct option color at what is correct answer, the correct answer here. Now we also write if mm, if current question smaller than question dot size minus 1, because current question is an index and the question dot size is a size, basically means it starts from 1, size doesn't starts from 0, and it starts and but index starts from 0, so to balance it I have written minus 1. For current question plus plus and binding dot question text view dot post delay, we will delay display question by how many, 1 second. Let me write 1 second here, and here we are on the other screen. Here else, in else part, if it's, then we will write what show result, else show result. Now we had to add a small part known as function restart quiz, function restart quiz. If restart quiz, then we will define score is equal to 0, because restart quiz current question will also be 0, and display questions and binding dot restart button dot is enabled set to false. Now our code is basically ready, but it will not show anything, because where will a user will input, then where we have to come here. First, what thing user should see, it should display questions, and we have to take input from the user, means we have to use set on click listener. We will use binding dot option 1 button with set on click listener, and it will check answer which is present at index 0, and we will copy paste this, control V 3 times at 0 1 2 option 2 option 3, and now we'll write binding dot restart button dot set on click listener. We'll write restart quiz. Now our project is basically completed. Let's review it once more. Now rerun this app. Run this app. Gradle build is running. Launching on device. It launched. And here is our fully functional quiz app. Congratulations to you guys. You have made it your first project. And what you should do now is to practice it one more time, implement other questions. This is the way for learning programming. This is our basic quiz app. Our question is, what is full form of APK in Android development? If you know the answer, comment it. I will choose Android Package Kit. Our answer is correct. First programming language by Google was Go. Let's choose Go. When C++ was introduced, I know it was introduced in 1985, plus I will choose 1996. Here you can see the 1996 was wrong option, so it become red. 1985 was the correct option, therefore it become green. And my score is, I got 2 out of 3. Here you can see pop-up 2 out of 3. Now if you press restart, it will restart. Android Performance Kit, answer is wrong. Go. And 1985 I got 2 out of 3. And here, once if I now click on restart, then it will not show because we have enabled it as a false. So here is our basic quiz app for your project. If you want to support us, you can like, subscribe, don't do anything. You just need to share this video with your project, with your partner, with your friends who's learning and or pseudo programming. This might be helpful from them, and you should also create this project and see and play with your friend to increase your aura. See you in the next video with more such projects. Thank you. See you in the next video.